Hey everyone, my name is R.A. Graves. I'm a Christian fiction author. I write novellas, and all my stories take place in a land called Shunderland, and I feature male character leads in all my stories. And this here is a box of awe from Amazon. I just finished writing a book, and this is actually the sample copy of the book. It's called The Awe of It. And I've done this a few times. I've written probably close to a dozen books. Several of them are available on Amazon, but I've never filmed one. I've never been comfortable doing it, but I'm jumping out there now. I want to share my stories more, I was gonna say aggressively, but I don't mean like aggressively, you know, like that. Anyway, let's get a knife and open this thing. So I'm not gonna be over emotional about this. I do always like to see what I've worked on in a physical form, but I've watched other people do unboxings or whatever you want to call it, and I've seen them cry. I've seen them hyperventilate and have panic attacks and all sorts of, which is cool. I mean, I understand it honestly, but the most you'll get out of me is probably like a giddy little smile or something like that. Alright, so let's just do this. Alright, so I just noticed I'm filming my phone backwards. I apologize, I did not think of that ahead of time. But here it is, use your imagination and flip it over. Or watch this in a mirror, I don't know how it works. And, I mean, right off the bat, I like it. Actually, right off the bat, I see an issue. There seems to be a misprint on the top edge here. Is actually supposed to have the yellow border that goes all the way around it. It's supposed to be up on the top too, and I don't know if that is an error in the file I sent them or if that's a misprint. I got to look into that. Either way, it's got to be fixed. I never liked this band they put on there that says not for resale. It's like, it's so ugly, and it really takes away from enjoying the cover of the book. Let me explain the cover a little bit, because obviously you got the title and you got my name down there, but this is the main character here. And if you've seen any of my books, that's kind of my format, I guess you could say, is that I like to put a man on the cover. I want people to know I write about male main characters, and he's falling from nothingness up above, and it's kind of to capture his mood in the story, his lack of control over his own life, you know. All right, I'd like to read the back for you. Keep in mind there's a banner right across the text, so that's gonna trip me up a little bit when I get to it, but just bear with me. The best blessings come from wreckage. Nick Murphy believes he has more to run from than to run to. He boards a plane with the foolish notion that he can escape his life as well as himself. He doesn't make it far. When his plane goes down deep in the central ridge of Shunderland, he half suspects that it's the work of God. There are some things you just can't hide from. The only other survivor is an inconsolable preteen girl with autism. She's nearly helpless and very difficult to communicate with. Nick has no choice but to take on the unexpected task of keeping her safe until rescue arrives. It should be simple, but for Nick Murphy, nothing is ever simple. Nursing a few injuries, including a serious knock to the head, Nick struggles just to keep an eye on the girl. She's as mysterious as she is autistic. She has a funny habit of disappearing and reappearing, leaving Nick to trudge the forest looking for her. While he wanders like a blind man, he learns that he's within arm's reach of both faith and forfeit, all while God places awe-inspiring things before him. Now we're to the banner, so bear with me. By the time rescue arrives, Nick begins to suspect that things are not as he thought they were. There's more at work than mere wreckage and survival. He comes out of the forest with a new understanding that life is full of awe and it's worth running to. But where does that leave his mysterious companion? The Awe of It is a 36,000-word Christian fiction novella, the first Shunderland story to include an autistic character. It's told in first person with a reflective tone of a man who's learned to recognize the awes of life. You are invited to come to Shunderland once again, this time for Nick Murphy's awe-stricken story. I hope that sounds good. I'd read it. So this, most of my stories are like, I try to feature the gospel into my stories. This one doesn't. It didn't lead that way for some reason, but it does lead in a way where, like, Nick Murphy really has to come to terms with himself, that he's a broken, incapable man, and he has to live with himself somehow, and it explores all that. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. I don't know why you watched this video, if it was intriguing or if you were just curious, but I'm so glad you did. My mission as an author is to put great Christian fiction into the hands of Christian readers. I want to be your favorite author, and I invite you, for whatever reason you watch this video, for the same reason, please click the subscribe button, because I want to share more with you. And that's all, okay? Until next time, remember Christ, the author of salvation and the reader of your heart.